Let's watch it. Hi, and welcome back to my channel in YouTube. So as promised to you, today I'm going to review a book which is about general election 2018, Malaysia general elections. So this is the book that I promised to you, and the book is entitled Malaysia's 14th General Election and UMNO's Fall, Intra-Elite Feuding and the Pursuit of Power. This is the book. Edited by Edmund Terus Gomez and Muhammad Osman. So this book, I'm not sure yet whether it's still already in the market, but it's scheduled to be published actually next year, 2020. For me, I'm feel blessed with this book because I'm part of the author who wrote an article in this book. My articles is about Kedah, you know. If you're able to get these books, you know, you can find chapter 11. My article is entitled Parties versus Personality in Kedah Politics, Unstable and Hung State Assembly in Kedah General Election 14. So what's good about this article, these books and also articles in these books, you know, it's actually first is published by Routledge, and there are 13 articles in total, and all the articles actually try to cover the whole spectrum of debates about General Election 14, which I think very interesting because for me this is the most comprehensive book that ever published about general election, particularly for the 2018 general election in Malaysia. Even though there are two missing articles, which I believe supposedly about Sabah and Sarawak, but somehow it's not included in these books. But even that's I think the only lacking about these books. But the rest, I think the most comprehensive book that ever published about general elections. So for you, I think I encourage everybody to buy these books. And I will review and I'll explain to you what is the findings and also the details in terms of content of this book. And for you, if you are interested about these books, I also will give as a free gift to everybody who can be able to first subscribe to my channel, give thumbs up, like, and also give a good comment about general election, what you can find, and also what is your understanding about the GE14, actually in terms of the outcome of the election. Okay, based on the title, I think it's already explained about this book. Actually, the reason how you can say that there's a transition of governments, between from Barisan Nasional to Pakatan Harapan in the last election, and it's because of feud or contestation between elites in Malaysia. So in this book, actually we argue that without any conflict happen between elites, I don't think that we can see the same result that happened that we know right now, where Pakatan Harapan managed to defeat Barisan Nasional for the first time in history. So it all there are many debates saying that there's a wave or tsunami of peoples against Barisan Nasional's government because of so many issues, because of 100DB issue, Dato' Seri Najib's failed policy agenda for the governments or for the countries, because of disappointment of the many policy on race and religion, so on and so forth. But I think based on our study, this book actually based on a study that we conducted in all the whole state in Malaysia. So we managed to come up with the conclusion that contesting between elites that happen in Malaysia that contribute to the downfall of Barisan Nasional. For example, like you can see that without Tun Mahathir, even though whatever you can say about whether he really contribute to the winning of Pakatan Harapan in the last generation, but actually he contributed a lot to shift, some of the elites from Barisan Nasional who previously supporting Barisan Nasional to the opposition back then of Pakatan Harapan, and managed also to strike a deal with Anwar Ibrahim to form a very formidable coalitions that later on managed to defeat Barisan Nasional. So in that case, you can see that elites play their roles to collaborate in the coalitions and to form an alternative. Actually, in regard to Pakatan Harapan, to form an alternative to in terms of policy agendas, and reform that they're going to produce, and also the promise of to take care of many issues such as corruption and so on in Malaysia. So they managed to defeat Barisan Nasional in the last general election. At the same time, so we can see that the mistake also done by Barisan Nasional, because they are infighting between warlords, elites in the in national level and also the state level, which make the party weaken, and later on transform into protest vote, or even we call it as a boycott against certain candidates, so on. That actually lets the defeat of Barisan Nasional. So that, I think, in general, you can see that contestation between elites is real, and that contribute to the success of Pakatan Harapan later on. And at the same time, so when it comes to my articles about Kedah, the element of personality and party play important roles. As we know that there are many debates saying that when PAS defected from Pakatan Harapan, it weakened the opposition back then. Pakatan Harapan strengthened Barisan Nasional. That actually not in the case in case of Kedah. When you can see that actually PAS not only divided the support of Pakatan Harapan, but also PAS divided the support of Barisan Nasional. So that's why those who against candidacy, the candidates from Barisan Nasional, and also against Barisan Nasional, they willing to support PAS rather than supporting Pakatan Harapan. So I can say that in the case of Kedah, you can see there's a urban and also rural divide in terms of voting. Urban people and also suburban prefer to vote for Pakatan Harapan, which led the Pakatan Harapan to win in Kedah. Even though it's not really a win, even though they form a government, actually it's a hung state assembly that happened in Kedah. Only because of the factions of one of the state assemblymen that led to the forming of the Pakatan government in Kedah. But for the end, their performance is so poor. From 31 seats they won in the GE13, they only managed to win 3 seats. So the one who really successful in getting more seats actually passed. So you can see that with the 15 seats that they don't want, they almost at least single-handedly win the election in Kedah. So in that all scenario, actually the contribution of Tun, even though Tun Mahathir's factor give a significant boost to Pakatan Harapan in Kedah, but actually not really can able to show the advantage when it comes to rural area, because in the rural area they have because the wave of support to Pakatan Harapan didn't really go to the rural area, where you can see that the machineries as well of PAS so strong in the rural area. So you can see Pakatan's lacking in machineries in the rural area, but PAS, they have a strength in fact they are the most strongest missionaries in rural area. So you can see that they managed to win many seats. Either successful or Pakatan Harapan is to form government is not because of the strength of Pakatan Harapan, but also the weaknesses that within the party of Barisan Nasional that led to PAS win more seats, and later Pakatan to form a government in Kedah. So if you want to know the details about the books, I think you have to wait for the book to enter into markets, then buy these books. But if you want to get free books from me, so like I say to you, subscribe, put the thumbs up, and also give a comment, and I will select from the best comment that you deliver in my channel. So, and I will announce who's going to be the winner. So thank you very much for listening to my discussion about the books, and hope to see you again in the next episode later. So bye.